everyone, it's Abby and today I'm going to be filming my May review. So this is the first video in a new series that I'm doing where I take a look back at the previous month, see what went well, what I could improve on, new things that I tried and learned, and then looking forward to the next month, what my goals are. So it's kind of like a bit of a video journaling exercise, and I thought it would be just a good way to keep myself accountable, especially for some of the things that I want to do next month. So first of all, I've just got my notebook. So first of all, what went well in May? So one of the main things that really went well, one of the main things that went really well was coming to a point in lockdown, in the UK anyway, where we can now go and visit family in their gardens. So that's been really nice because now we can move forward. It's only tiny steps, but I think it makes such a huge difference being able to see somebody in person rather than having to see them through FaceTime and things like that. Me and Dave also come up with a bit of a plan, well mostly Dave because it's a bit of a surprise, but we came up with a plan for what we're going to do on our original wedding date. So I'm going to do a bit of a vlog on that day, as it's one day that I was a bit nervous about because you don't know how you're going to feel. Obviously you can plan lots of lovely things to do, but at the end of the day it's still going to be a little bit sad because it's the day we should have been getting married. But Dave's planned a few surprises and he's going to make a meal for me and things, so it was nice to kind of put a plan together and start looking forward to that day rather than kind of dreading it. Another thing that went well this month was I started making a lot of progress with an issue that's happened on my blog. So long story short, I was at a point when I thought I was going to lose all my previous blog posts, but fingers crossed in the next couple of weeks that I'll be completely resolved and I'll be back up and running. But whilst that happened, it did give me a good perspective on thinking not to try and put all my eggs in one basket. So thinking of other ways that I can start creating content. In May, I started getting in a much better routine with filming videos like this and putting time aside to edit. So I got on a bit of a better schedule with YouTube. And I've also started looking at launching my own podcast and newsletter. So that's my focus for next week, is to start looking at podcasts, and then the week after I'm going to start looking at newsletters. But I'm really excited because it's another way of creating content, a different way to be a bit more creative. And sometimes YouTube videos, podcasts, newsletters, they aren't for everybody. So fingers crossed I can kind of cover all bases. So things that didn't go well in May. I personally got myself into a little bit of a rut and I felt a little bit overwhelmed. I'd been working at home for about 10 weeks and it was starting to get... The whole working from home thing wasn't the problem, I suppose. I think it was just missing friends and family and just sitting in the same room, same four walls. It kind of just got me in a bit of a funk. But that then leads me on to the next question, which is what new things did I try this month? And I looked into my horoscope. So I'm not really one who's been into horoscopes that much really. I've always had a kind of an interest in that kind of thing, but I've never actually, woken up every morning and checked my horoscope and sort of let it rule my life in a way. So the way I came across horoscopes again, I suppose, is that I was watching a video by Lavender, which was How to Find Your Purpose in Life. I'll link it down below because it's a really, really good video. And she just explained all these different activities you could do to find out what your purpose was. And one of them was looking at what you were destined to become, or what you were destined to do in the world according to your star sign and what time and the location you were born. I started looking into that and it was quite nice because sometimes you feel certain ways and sometimes you just need somebody to reassure you and be like, it's okay to feel like that, and not almost have an excuse for feeling that way, but just feeling that it's okay, that there's a bit of a reason why you're feeling so emotional and overwhelmed and tired. So after I did the horoscope, which tells you what you were destined to be and things like that, I then just had a quick look on the same website I was on at my monthly horoscope, and it was really, really accurate. I won't go into too much detail because I know horoscopes and things aren't for everybody, but it was nice for me to just read that and think, oh, that actually does make a lot of sense. And it said, it's time for you to take a break, reassess situations, things have got a bit overwhelming, and it ticked a lot of boxes. And sometimes those kind of things you kind of force them to fit into your current situation, but it helped me and it made me feel better, so who cares if it was just a bit of mumbo jumbo. I kind of believed it. So another new thing that I tried is I brought some new hair extensions, so I was really pleased with these. I've got a couple of videos coming up over the next coming weeks on how I colour and style them and things like that. So that was really nice because I was going to buy these anyway for our honeymoon, and I was a bit and ahhing whether I was still going to buy them with us not going away, and I'm really glad that I did. And I suppose it's not a new thing that I've tried, but it's a new product and I'm really pleased. And then looking forward to June. So the first week of June is one that I'm really looking forward to. So starting on Monday, I'm going to do a challenge where I wake up at 5:30 every morning and see if I can be a bit more productive with that time. Me and Dave are complete opposites, so I am a real early bird. I love waking up early and I get most of my energy that time of the day. But Dave is completely opposite. He can stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning and he can be working late, whereas for me, after 6 o'clock, I'm pretty much useless. I just want to relax and chill. So I think that's going to be really interesting. I'm really looking forward to seeing how much I can get done, especially looking at my podcasts and newsletters. I'll be able to get loads of work done in the morning towards those. I'm also implementing a bit of a new structure with my content. So at the moment, I kind of get an idea for a video, it floats around a bit, and then I just post the video, and there's no sort of structure to where I'm getting my inspiration from or what I'm researching. It just kind of just comes and goes. Whereas now I want to implement kind of a 2-week plan, so my videos kind of have a bit of a loose theme. So at the beginning of the first week, I'll decide on what the topic's going to be for the next 2 weeks, do some research, read articles about that topic, listen to some podcasts, watch some YouTube videos, get loads of inspiration, journal about it a bit, so get my perspective on things, and then start creating the content following that. And I think because I want to start doing podcasts and newsletters, it's just going to avoid all this extra work of research if I just do podcasts, newsletters and YouTube videos all in a similar kind of theme. And looking forward to June, obviously I'm looking forward now to what would have been our original wedding day, which is really funny in a way because when all this started I was absolutely dreading this day so much. I was just so angry at the whole situation, but I've come to terms with things now. It is what it is. It was a little bit crappy, but it's just one of them things. But the most important thing that I'm looking forward to in June is being able to spend a lot more time with my family and friends. So we're allowed to go into gardens now, like I said. So on Tuesday, my mum and my sister are going to come round and sit in the garden, and we're going to have a picnic at a distance. So they're going to bring their food and their little picnic blanket and sit on one side of the garden. I'm going to go and see my granddad this week, and I've not seen him for 10 weeks. He doesn't have FaceTime or anything like that, so I just haven't seen him in this whole time. So it's going to be really nice. And I think for everybody, you know, the sun is shining, there's so much to look forward to now. We've kind of gone over the peak of coronavirus and we're kind of looking forward. People could start making plans. Me and Dave are going to go and visit our new wedding venue, so new plans are going to be in place then, and once we've got our new wedding date, I think that'll be really exciting to kind of set it in stone and have a new day to look forward to. So I hope you've enjoyed that little May review. I thought it would just be nice to just have a quick chit chat and you can see what I've been up to and what my plans are. Next month I'm going to do exactly the same questions, but I'm also going to find some other questions that I can answer that just dig a little bit deeper maybe into how I've been feeling, things like that. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and have a lovely month ahead.